possible, not by forgetting, not by pretending everything is okay, but by understanding loss in a new way. The Stoics believed that happiness is a choice, even after loss. This is not just another speech about moving on. This is a deep dive into the wisdom of the greatest minds in history, teachings that can bring you peace, strength, and even joy after loss. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll see life in a completely new way. This lesson will change the way you see loss forever. Like, comment, and subscribe for more Stoic wisdom. 1. Happiness is an internal state, not an external one. Most people believe our emotions. If happiness depended on events, we would be at the mercy of fate. Epictetus, the great Stoic philosopher, said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This means your pain is real, but your response is your choice. You can stay in suffering or choose to find happiness again. 2. Grief and happiness can exist together. Many believe that once you've lost someone, you must remain sad forever. But grief and happiness are not opposites. They can exist together. You can miss someone deeply and still laugh at a joke. You can honor their memory and still smile. You can grieve, but also feel gratitude for the time you had with them. The Stoics did not teach us to ignore emotions. Instead, they taught us to understand them. Happiness is not a betrayal of the person you lost. It is a tribute to the life they lived. 3. Everything is temporary. That's why life is precious. The Stoics had a concept called memento mori. Remember that you will die. At first, this sounds dark, but in reality, it is freeing. It reminds us that nothing lasts forever. It teaches us that every moment is precious, and it shows us that loss is not the end, but a part of life itself. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. Instead of dwelling on what's lost, embrace what remains. You still have life. You still have time. Use it wisely." 4. Memories never die. Love is eternal. When someone leaves, their physical presence may be gone, but their impact never disappears. Every time you recall their wisdom, they are with you. Every time you share their lessons, they live on. Every time you feel love for them, they exist in your heart. Nothing is ever truly lost. The love remains. The best way to honor someone's life is to keep living yours. 5. Accept what you cannot change. Focus on what you can. One of the biggest sources of suffering is resisting reality. When we lose someone, we ask, why did this happen? Why me? How do I make this pain go away? But the Stoics teach that peace comes not from fighting reality, but accepting it. You cannot change the past. You cannot bring someone back, but you can control how you respond. Instead of asking, why did this happen? Ask, what can I learn from this? How can I grow from this? How can I honor them by how I live? Acceptance is not giving up. It is choosing peace over suffering. 6. Your life still has meaning and purpose. After loss, life can feel empty, but your story is not over. You are still here for a reason. There are still people who need you. There are still dreams to chase. There are still lessons to learn. Loss does not mean your life is over. It means you have a new chapter too, right? Instead of seeing it as an ending, see it as a beginning. 7. Gratitude is the key to happiness. Instead of focusing on what is gone, focus on what remains. Be grateful that you got to love them. Be grateful for every moment you shared. Be grateful for the wisdom they left behind. Gratitude shifts your mind from pain to appreciation. When you focus on what you have, happiness returns. 8. Helping others heals you. One of the fastest ways to heal after loss is to help others. Pain isolates us, but service connects us. If you've lost a parent, support someone who lost theirs. If you've lost a friend, be there for someone lonely. If you've lost a partner, help someone struggling with heartbreak. When you give light to others, you bring light to yourself. 9. You are stronger than you think. Right now, you may feel weak and broken, but you are not. You have survived every bad day you thought you wouldn't. You have faced challenges and grown from them. You have an unbreakable inner strength. Pain does not mean you are weak. It means you are human. The Stoics called it your inner fortress. No matter what happens, you can endure. 10. Happiness comes from living. Choose to live, not just exist. Choose to find joy, not just memories. Choose to move forward, not stay trapped in the past. Happiness is not found in yesterday. Happiness is not found in tomorrow. Happiness is found right now, in this moment. Life is meant to be lived, not mourned. 11. Pain is temporary, but your mindset is permanent. Right now, the pain may feel never-ending, but nothing lasts forever, not even suffering. The worst storms in history eventually passed. The darkest nights always turned into morning. The heaviest grief will, over time, transform. The Stoics taught that pain is an experience, not an identity. You are not your pain. You are not your past. You are the one who decides how to move forward. You can either let pain define you, or let it refine you. 12. Your loved one would want you to be happy. Ask yourself, would the person you lost want you to suffer forever? If they loved you, they would want you to live, grow, and be happy. If they cared about you, they would want you to find peace, not stay in pain. By choosing happiness, you are honoring them. You are showing that their life left a legacy. You are proving that love is stronger than loss. Living well is the greatest tribute you can give to someone you lost. 13. Time doesn't heal you. What you do with time heals you. People say time heals everything, but that's not true. Time alone doesn't heal. What you do with time does. If you sit in sadness, you will stay sad. If you distract yourself, the pain will return. If you use time to grow, you will heal. Ask yourself, am I using time to move forward or stay stuck? Am I learning from pain or drowning in it? Am I living in the past or creating a future? Time is neutral. What matters is how you use it. 14. Your strength is built in difficult moments. Hard times are not setbacks. They are setups for growth. Think of fire and steel. Fire doesn't destroy steel. It forges it. Pressure doesn't break diamonds. It creates them. You are the same. Every challenge makes you stronger. Every tear teaches you something. Every hardship builds resilience. Pain is not the end. It's the beginning of your transformation. 15. Forgive yourself for what you couldn't control. Guilt is common after loss. I should have done more. I wish I had said something different. What if I had been there? But here's the truth. You are not in control of everything. The Stoics believed in fate, that some things are simply beyond our power. You couldn't stop what happened. You did your best with what you knew. You are human, not all-powerful. Let go of guilt and self-blame. It only keeps you trapped in the past. 16. The universe is always in motions, so keep moving forward. Life does not stop for anyone. The sun still rises. The seasons still change. The world keeps turning, and so must you. Moving forward doesn't mean forgetting. It means you are embracing life again. At this moment, millions of people around the world must had their time. Like and comment with one lesson you learned. Don't forget to subscribe for more Stoic wisdom. Stay strong, stay wise, stay stoic.
What if I told you that happiness is not something you chase, but something you create right here, right now, in any situation? Most people spend their lives waiting for the perfect moment to be happy. They think, I'll be happy when I get that job, when I make more money, when I find the right person. But what if that moment never comes? What if happiness is not about what happens to you, but how you choose to respond? The Stoics believe that true happiness is possible in every situation. If you master one simple truth, you don't control the world. You only control yourself. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll have a mindset so unshakable that no situation, no pain, no loss, no failure can steal your happiness ever again. But before we dive in, if you want to unlock more Stoic wisdom that can change your life, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. Now, let's begin. 1. The illusion of control. Explore how much of our suffering comes from trying to micromanage the uncontrollable. Emphasize that while we may want to shape every outcome, the true power lies in accepting what is outside our reach. Use compelling language to illustrate that clinging to control only breeds frustration, and that releasing this need brings inner freedom. This is an internal choice. Highlight that happiness isn't a reward for external achievements, it's a decision we make from within. Stress that even when life presents challenges, emotional response. Reference Stoic philosophies that teach us to find contentment regardless of circumstances. Use phrases that empower the viewer to reclaim their emotional state, emphasizing that true joy comes from a mindset independent of external conditions. 3. Mastering your thoughts. Delve into the idea that our thoughts are the architects of our emotional world. Discuss how negative, repetitive thinking can trap us in unhappiness, while a disciplined, mindful approach can transform adversity into growth. Illustrate how the simple act of shifting perspective can turn setbacks into lessons. This section should feel like an invitation to take control of your inner dialogue, replacing self-doubt with empowering affirmations that forge a resilient mindset. 4. Embracing hardships. Transform the concept of hardship from a source of pain into a catalyst for personal evolution. Explain that challenges are inevitable but also invaluable. They forge character, resilience, and deeper wisdom. Use evocative language that paints hardship as a necessary trial, one that, when embraced, leads to a more profound understanding of life and oneself. The message is clear. Every obstacle carries the seed of opportunity. 5. The impermanence of life. Stress that nothing in life is permanent. Every joy, every pain, every moment is fleeting. This realization, while humbling, is also liberating. It encourages viewers to treasure the present and to not overburden themselves with the weight of future worries or past regrets. By accepting impermanence, one can experience a serene detachment that fosters both gratitude and calm, reinforcing the message that every moment is a fresh chance for happiness. 6. Detaching from external outcomes. Clarify that tying our sense of well-being to specific outcomes or external validations only sets us up for disappointment. This segment will encourage viewers to free themselves from the constant pressure of expectations and the pursuit of approval. Instead, focus on internal benchmarks of success and fulfillment. The language should be empowering, offering a perspective that true contentment comes when you no longer let the opinions or actions of others dictate your inner peace. 7. The power of gratitude. Illustrate how gratitude can shift our focus from what's missing to what's abundant in our lives. Explain that by routinely acknowledging and appreciating even the smallest blessings, we rewire our brains to see life through a lens of positivity and abundance. This point should include practical, high-impact ideas for cultivating gratitude daily, reinforcing that this simple practice has the power to elevate mood and enhance overall well-being. 8. Living in the present moment. drive home the idea that life happens right now. By obsessing over the past or worrying about the future, we miss the beauty of the present. Use vivid language to depict how fully engaging with the now can unlock a reservoir of joy and mindfulness. This section should feel both urgent and liberating, reminding viewers that every breath is an anna, opportunity for renewed happiness, and that the present moment is where true life unfolds. 9. Serving a greater purpose. Discuss how aligning oneself with a purpose larger than personal gain can lead to a deeper, more enduring form of happiness. Explain that when our actions contribute to something beyond ourselves, a community, a cause, a mission, we find meaning that transcends transient pleasures. Consider how contributing to a greater good can enrich their lives, adding depth and direction to their pursuit of happiness. 10. The art of letting go. Conclude with the liberating practice of releasing past hurts, grudges, and unrealistic expectations. Emphasize that holding on to negative experiences only anchors us in a cycle of regret and sorrow. Instead, encourage a mindset that celebrates forgiveness and freedom. Use language that conveys the strength found in letting go, how this act opens up space for new opportunities, deeper connections, and an unburdened, joyful existence.
Failure is not the end, it's the beginning. The greatest minds in history, from Marcus Aurelius to Epictetus, all faced defeat, loss, and setbacks. But instead of falling into hopelessness, they used failure as fuel for growth and resilience. In this video, we explore the Stoic mindset that transforms failure into power, wisdom, and unstoppable success. If you've ever failed and felt like giving up, this lesson will change your life. Watch till the end to discover why failure is your greatest teacher, how to overcome setbacks, and why true strength is built through adversity. Like, comment, and subscribe for more Stoic wisdom. Failure, the one thing that breaks most people. The one thing that makes them give up, doubt themselves, and sink into hopelessness. But what if I told you failure is not the end? What if I told you, because the truth is, failure only defeats those who stop moving forward. And today, I'm going to show you why failure should never make you feel hopeless. Why it's not the end, but the beginning. And why, if you master this Stoic mindset, you will never fear failure again. So listen closely, because this lesson could change your life forever. One failure is the best teacher. You'll ever have success feels good, but it teaches you nothing. Failure, on the other hand, exposes your weaknesses, highlights your mistakes, and forces you to improve. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The impediment to action advances action. Which stands in the way becomes the way." Failure is not a dead end, it is a lesson. Every setback is giving you feedback, showing you what doesn't work, so you can find what does. The only people who never learn are the ones who refuse to face failure. If you want to grow, embrace the lesson. Your response to failure determines your future. Failure doesn't ruin people. Their reaction to failure does. Some people fail and let it destroy their confidence. They start believing they are not good enough. They stop trying, they give up on their dreams. But others, the ones who succeed in life, fail and say, "Good. Now I know what doesn't work. Time to try again." Stoicism teaches us that we cannot control what happens, but we can control how we respond. If you see failure as defeat, it will be defeat. But if you see it as an opportunity, it will become your stepping stone to success. 3. Failure is proof that you're trying. The only people who never fail are the ones who never try. Every time you fail, it means you are brave enough to take action. You put yourself out there. You took a risk. You stepped outside of your comfort zone. Most afraid of failing that they do nothing at all. But you tried, and that alone put you ahead of most people. Failure is not a sign that you're weak, it's a sign that game. Keep playing forward. The greatest success stories come from the deepest failures. The strongest people in history all failed. Marcus Aurelius ruled through war, loss, and political betrayal. Epictetus was born into slavery, was exiled, yet they became legends. Not because they never failed, but it is neutral. The only thing that makes it good or bad is how you choose to see it. If you see failure as the end, it will be the end. But if you see it as a step forward, it will become your greatest strength. What you focus on determines your future. Focus on growth, and failure will become your weapon. 7. Why self-pity is the enemy of progress. Feeling sorry for yourself will keep you stuck. Yes, failure hurts. Yes, it's frustrating, but complaining, dwelling on the past, wishing things were different, none of that will change anything. The only way to move forward is to get up and take action, even if it's small, even if it's slow. Action is the only cure for failure. 8. Failure is a test. Do you deserve success? Success is not given. It is earned, and failure is life's way of testing you. If you give up after failing, it means you didn't deserve success. Yet, if you keep going, despite the pain, the rejection, and the setbacks, then you prove you are worthy of greatness. Life rewards those who persist. Be one of them. 9. Adversity builds mental toughness. Every failure makes you mentally stronger. Imagine two men, one has never failed, never struggled, never faced hardship. The other has been knocked down 1,000 times, but kept getting back up. Who do you think will last longer in life? Who do you think will achieve more? Pain is temporary, mental toughness is forever. It's 10. The only true failure is giving up. Let me be clear, you have not failed unless you quit. No matter how many times you fail, as long as you keep trying, you are still in the game. The real failure is when you stop believing in yourself. When you accept defeat, when you say, I give up, but as long as you're still fighting, you've already won 11. Stop worrying about what others think. One of the biggest reasons people fear failure is because of other people's opinions, but the truth is, no one is thinking about your failures as much as you are. People are too busy with their own lives to care about yours. Marcus Aurelius said, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. What others think does not matter. What matters is what you do next. It's 12. Failure is just a detour, not a dead end. Imagine you're driving to a destination, and suddenly, the road is blocked. Do you turn around and go home? No, you find another way. Failure is the same. It's not the end of the road. It's just a redirection. You need to adjust. Change your approach and keep going. It's 13. The harder the failure, the greater the comeback, the bigger the failure, the stronger you will become if you keep pushing. Every setback increases your resilience. Every rejection builds your character. Every disappointment sharpens your wisdom. Difficulties create extraordinary people if they refuse to quit. 14. Let go of the past. It's already won't undo it. The only thing you control is what you do next. So stop replaying your failures in your mind. Stop wishing things were different. Move forward. 15. Focus on progress. Perfect. The goal is to keep improving. If you're even 1% better today than yesterday, you are winning. 16. Success is just persistence over time. Most people give up too early. They fail once or twice and think, maybe this isn't for me. But if you keep going, while others quit, you will eventually reach success. Not because you were smarter or luckier, but because you simply lasted longer. As Epictetus said, no great thing is created suddenly. Stay in the game long enough, and you will win. 17. Compare yourself to who you were yesterday, not other. Instead, compare yourself to who you were before. Are you stronger, wiser, more experienced than last year? And you're already winning. 18. Action kills fear and hopelessness. When you fail, it's easy to overthink and fall into despair. But thinking won't fix it. Only action will, no matter how small. Take a step forward, write a plan. Try again, learn a new skill. Do something. Action destroys hopelessness. And failure is only the end if you choose to stop. The Stoics believe that adversity is the ultimate test. So ask yourself, will you let failure define you? Or will you use it to become stronger than ever? If this video helped you, hit that like button, comment your biggest lesson, and subscribe for more Stoic wisdom. And remember, you are not defeated unless you quit. Stay strong, stay wise, stay stoic. What if I told you that happiness is not about what happens to you, but how you respond to it? Imagine a life where no external event and no failure, no betrayal, no loss has the power to take away your peace. A life where you are unshaken no matter what comes your way. Sounds impossible. The Stoics mastered this, and today I'll show you how to do the same. If you truly want unshakable happiness, stay with me till the end, because this knowledge will change your life forever. 1. You are the cause of your own suffering. Most people blame others' circumstances or bad luck for their misery. But the harsh truth, you are responsible for your own suffering. Not because bad things don't happen, unless you give it permission. The moment you accept this truth, you take back control over your happiness. To the world owes you nothing. Expectations are the root of disappointment. Many people go through life feeling entitled to love, success, respect, or when you stop expecting things to go your way, you'll stop being frustrated when they don't. Instead of demanding happiness, you create it from within. 3. Pain is mandatory. Suffering is optional. You will experience pain